Hi everyone, and welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Ali. Today I'm going to show you how to put this little cover together, and this little cover is for a blank CD case. So it will be attached to the front, and then inside will be either a recorded message or perhaps a video, or in my case I'm thinking about putting a copy of our wedding video back into here and giving it away as a Valentine's gift. So I'm going to show you how I made this. The dies that I used have come from My Favourite Things, and they've just released this lovely new little die which is called At the Movies. So it has the reel and the camera and so on. So I've used parts of this on the front cover of the CD cover. Now the My Favourite Things die came along with some stamps, and these are the stamps that go with the dies here, and we're going to use some of these today as well. So first of all, I went and I cut my piece that's going to fit inside the CD case, so you'll need to measure and do that for the case that you have, and I've done that in Real Red. I've then gone and cut a piece of pattern paper which is going to fit inside of that Real Red, which will border it on the outside. And this little black piece has come from the inside part of this part of the die. That's going to go on the top there as well. And we're going to stamp out this message, True Love Stories Never End. So that's what I'm going to do now. So taking a piece of Whisper White and the stamp, and I'm going to use Real Red ink for the stamping. Now I found that it was a bit light on the first time, and the beauty about having your clear stamps is that you can stamp over the top a second time because you're able to see and line it up. So there's the True Love Stories Never End, which I'm going to cut. And I'm going to trim down with my smaller trimmer. This is a Creative Memories trimmer. So I'll just line up this way because I know that's the straight edge. Okay, and then just with my scissors I'm just going to trim the corners. Now I do have a corner punch somewhere, but I'm just going to do it that way. So this should fit now inside that shape. The next thing that we're going to do is take the little action part which has come from the die, and I'm going to use the stamps that come with the set to put the pieces on this. So I'll just zoom in so I can show you. So there are two stamps in this set that go with this one, and there's these two here. So I'll start with this one first, and I'm going to be using the Ranger Snowcaps ink. Any white ink would do. So just ink up with your white ink and then carefully line it up and rest down. Okay, so that's the first little bit, and then putting the second bit on. So it's this one here, same thing again, and then you're just pressing that down just underneath, and there's the lines, and that's what you end up with. It's pretty neat. Okay, And finally, I also want to put the word on there. So the word action is on this sheet of stamps as well. Where is it? There it is. I forgot about the little action. There we go. Ink it up, and then just putting that on the line there. There we go. Easy as that. So that's that little piece done. Now the arrow I've already stamped in real red, and I'm going to cut around that piece. And the final thing that I'll need to do for the card is to stamp out some love hearts. And the love heart also comes with that stamp set. So I just need 3 of those in real red on a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to cut around those as well, leaving a white border. So 1, 2, 3, and again, if you don't think there's enough colour on there, just go over them for a second time. Okay, so I'm just going to cut those pieces out. Alright, so I have my assortment of pieces here that I've gone and fixed up, so now we're going to put it together and assemble it. So first of all, I'm going to put the pattern paper onto the front and mount that onto the real red cardstock, just like so. And then I'm going to put, and I've inked around the edges there, so it might look a bit different from before in the video, and that's going to go in here, and that goes toward the middle of the card, so that can go on as well. And then I have the arrow, and the arrow goes along the bottom. I'm just going to use a little bit of craft glue for that one, like so. And then I'm going to use some dimensional dots to put the little hearts on. Find them, there they are. So 1, 2, 3. The little action that goes at the side there, and again I'm just going to use the dimensional dots. So 2 on there for that one. And then I've punched out a heart using the Stampin' Up! Heart punch, and I've glued that onto some white and just trimmed around that to give that the white border. And then that's going to be put at the top here, again with the dots. And this little fellow is a punched shape, again from the My Favourite Things dies over here on this sheet, and that goes over there. So just a little bit of craft glue on there, and to get the legs I've just smeared that down over the legs, and that will attach on quite well there. Okay, there we go. So everything's down at the moment, and we just got to finish this one off. And the way that I finished off the one that I showed you first is I used some of these Ranger Stickles, and I've just smeared them over the hearts. So I'll just zoom in a little for you. So all I did was just put a bit in the middle, like so, and then I just got my finger and just smeared the stickles around. So you can put on a little or a lot. Okay. I'm thinking, because this is a bit of a spin on the movies, nothing like a little bit of glitter glam there. So again, for the little ones, same thing. Just try and keep it on the real red. So the cover of your CD is going to need some drying time. So that's there for the hearts. And finally, for the projector and for the action, I use the Dimensional Magic. I know Stampin' Up! Have a similar product in their catalogue. Does exactly the same thing as what this does. And just put a bit of that on and just smear it around using the tip. So go around the edges and then filling in the middle. If any air bubbles come up, you can get rid of those with the toothpick. I usually just use the nozzle. Okay. And what this will do, when it dries, it comes out and it gives it a very a glossy finish. So I'll just do this one for the projector as well. So on the legs. I love to use this on many different projects that I do. So that's it there in its finished form, but if I show you a close-up of the one that I did previously. Okay, so this is the one I did before. So this is all dried now, so you get a nice shimmer there. And if you have a look there where the action and the projector is, you can see that it's dried off nicely and given it that real glassy, glossy looking finish. So there you have it, just a little project to put on the top of your CD cover, and then you can fill that with whatever you like. That could be a CD of your favourite love songs together, it could be the DVD of a video of a trip away together, it could be your honeymoon, it could be anything you like, and it's just a nice way of presenting that to someone very special, considering that Valentine's Day is coming up very quickly. So thanks for watching.